More than 2 million Americans have fallen victim to identity theft over the internet in so-called phishing scams. And security experts are warning computer users to be especially vigilant this time of year when so many people are filing tax returns online. Internet security expert Todd Davis is here to give us some tips on how to protect ourselves. Todd, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's talk about phishing first of all. That's P-H-I-S-H-I-N-G. What does that mean exactly?
Although we spell it different, it means the same thing. They're throwing out the bait over the internet with a fraudulent type email, trying to lure people in to give them their personal information so that they can use that to compromise their identity.
As we said, a lot of people are going to be filing their tax returns in the next week online.
Right.
Should people be concerned about that this year with all this phishing going on out there?
Filing online is very safe. The government's done a great job about putting it in the first time and how you file. What we tell people to worry about is any kind of response email that you get.
I see.
The IRS is not going to contact you using an email to ask you questions or to have you verify information. Do not respond to any kind of question like that.
So again, the IRS would never email you to ask you personal information?
Absolutely not. There are emails that are going out saying, hey, we see a discrepancy in your filing, your social security number, please correct it now or you'll be penalties and subject to fines if you don't get it in on time. They would never do that. Do not respond.
It's not just tax stuff we're talking about. I want to show something here. This is going to look just like a letter that you may get in your mailbox from Chase Bank. It looks like it's just from Chase Bank. Now you get this, you're thinking, oh, this is my bank. It's official, but you say this is a scam. How do you tell?
Well, in fact, there's a couple of things. Chase Bank is going to have a secure website. So you want to look for an icon. Anytime they're asking for personal information up in what we call the URL address, where we see that www, it should say HTTPS, not HTTP. HTTPS means it's a secure website. You're safe to give your personal information. The scammers, like in this case, obviously, they don't have a secure website. They're just trying to do that phishing, get a few people to bite on an email that said it was to protect them from identity theft.
So that's a little tricky, but the key is that S, because a financial institution, if I hear you correctly, will actually ask you for information over the internet where the IRS will not, but you got to look for that S.
That's right. So look for that secure, or there's a little lock in the lower right-hand corner of your browser that'll show you that it's a secure website.
You've got some tips for us how to protect ourselves from phishing. Again, you say, first of all, don't respond to unsolicited emails.
No large organization is going to close your accounts. We've seen it before with eBay. We've seen it with other banking saying we're going to have to shut down your accounts, turn off your credit card, turn off your debit card if you don't respond and confirm your information. That will never happen. If you get anything that you want to look into, don't respond to that email. Pick up the number you know to be theirs, contact them directly, because if they're looking for you to verify information, they'll know what they need.
And you say if you do feel that you've been victimized, you should act quickly and aggressively. What should you do?
Absolutely. Several things. You need to go right away and contact the credit bureaus to get it, contact the institution that you've been compromised, the bank, etc., to get it stopped right away, to get the new cards issued. But you've got to go make your information useless. Go set those fraud alerts that allow people to contact you, to let you know it's you making that request.
You touched on this, but just how prevalent are these scams out there, these phishing scams?
Unfortunately, they're growing and growing. This is a $50 billion a year problem because people take the bait. We're also seeing it in the workplace and in other locations. So people have got to be vigilant. They've got to go make this information useful and be proactive because, unfortunately, our personal information is out there all over the place.
Gotcha. Todd Davis, good advice. Thank you so much.